Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my 2025 Games Room tour. Just a little bit of a background. I've moved just recently and I've moved into this new room, which you can see sort of behind me. And yeah, I finally finished it. Got my new couch in here, got everything all pretty much put in the place where I want it to be anyway. But there might be a few changes here and there, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I've got a lot of my consoles already hooked up, and so they're all ready to play, or the consoles are there and I've got my stuff in storage and a storage box that I can just pull out whatever power supply or HDMI or whatever, anything that will work on that console, and I can just at a drop of a hat can just play it. So yeah, not sure how long this video is going to be, but maybe go and grab a drink and sit back and enjoy, and just leave some comments down below just to let me know if there's anything you want me to go through sort of extensively through my collection. But yeah, hope you enjoy. So cool, we're going to start off on this little area here where it's pretty much just my Fallout stuff. So down here got my Fallout 4 fridge, which is all working order, which I'll hook up soon. My Pip-Boy, my collector's edition for the Pip-Boy. That's the PS4 version in there. The Fallout anthology, which comes in the nuclear, in the little nuclear bomb there, which makes sounds. You press that little button there, and that's like got five different PC Fallouts in there, which is cool. Got a Vault Boy. Got the little glass there. Got some shot glasses, which is pretty cool. They're pretty rare. And this behind is the Monopoly, which I have not opened yet. That's actually still sealed. So that's pretty cool. Really dig that. So I'll probably keep that sealed. Probably never play it. Behind, we have a little Nintendo section here. Sorry about the lighting in here. Yeah. So as you can see, N64 and the purple controller. Just all different types of controllers here. Then I've got my Super Nintendo Mini, and then behind that, next to that, sorry, I have the NES Mini with a extra controller. Always love this cool little gold Wii controller. It's awesome. I've never used it, but yeah, I really dig it. And then behind I got the Switch. And then I have the Mario Maker Wii U. Just the standard black one that's in there. And the Wedding Day Mario Super Nintendo Cup. Behind that I got a Wii U, which is the Mario Kart version. Coming down here, got a white Wii, a Mario and a Donkey Kong Switch controllers. Got a black Wii, a couple of different Switch controllers there. Got a Metro Amiibo down there. A couple of GameCubes. I've got a black one and a purple one. They're both PAL region versions. I've got an NTSC one as well, which is in storage, which I'll show you where all my storage is after this, once I've done the video. Yeah, just a whole bunch of other Nintendo sort of stuff down there. Got a couple of lights. This light at the back here is pretty cool. Just got to get them out and set them up, but yeah, and I'll keep them in boxes at the moment. Some more Mario stuff. And then got a plushie there, a Yoshi plushie, and a couple of more Nintendo Wii U and DS sort of games, collector's editions. So on top of the shelf here, just got a couple of boxes. That's my Series X, which I play on all the time. Got a Gears of War 4 collector's edition, Xbox One. Got a Battlefield in a sort of army green Xbox One, and Halo Xbox One in the background there, the original. So that's cool. Got a couple of Walking Dead figurines there. Got Daryl and Rick Grimes, which is cool. And just this couldn't fit in the shelf, so I just put this here, which is just a Collector's Brotherhood Assassin's Creed one. Even though this is cross-contamination here, I've got a couple of cool Sackboys in different versions. So you got a standard Sackboy. I know this is on next to the Xbox, which is weird, but it's all good. Got an Order from 1886 Order game, Sackboy. Got an Infamous Sackboy. Got a Tearaway Sackboy. And a God of War Sackboy there. And then coming down, got a couple of Batman figurines just here and there. I'll show you the Batman one on the next shelf over afterwards. Now, I love the section here. This is all my boxed Xbox One controllers at the top here. So we've got a couple of Minecraft ones in the back there. Got a black and a white Elite controllers, which is cool. And then got a PUBG one. Sorry, I forgot what that was there for a second. Gears of War. It's like a different collector's edition from the other one you can see up here. That's just the controller though. Got a Sea of Thieves one. We come down to the next shelf. I've got multiple colours. Yeah, I won't go through them all, but as you can see, got different coloured ones there. And then a couple more at the front with a plain charge kit. And then below, I've got all my PS4 controllers, which what I'll do is I'll just take these ones out in front, just so you can see the colours. But you can see all the different colours here that I have. Which again, this is my pride and joy. I love these. I've got the 5 million, just the controller edition, not the console, but just the controller, which is pretty cool. I've got a 20th anniversary one, just with a standard red unboxed one there. A Destiny 2 one. And a Gran Turismo one as well, with just a blue one unboxed there. Now as we come up, got an Ezio from Revelations. And here, we got all of my figurines started. So I've got a Halo control, like one of your controller holders. Some more Halo statues here. The Master Chief helmet with a Modern Warfare 3 hat on top. There you go, there's Batman there. Then we've got the Order 1886 statue. Got Far Cry 3 statue. Got Division 2 one in the back there. Got Aiden from Watch Dogs. Fisher from Splinter Cell. Online, Elder Scrolls Online. And Spider-Man. And in the back there, if you can see, that is a PS3 collector's edition for Bioshock 2, and it comes with vinyls that you can play from the soundtrack. Coming down here, I'm not really happy with this shelf. I'm going to be changing up a couple of things with the games, because they're going to go into a different shelf. But in the background there, it's like the Bioshock one above it. That's a Mafia 3 collector's edition on PS4, and it's got a vinyl and a whole bunch of cool little collectors in there. Nathan Drake collector's edition from Uncharted 4. Injustice there. Batman holding up Wonder Woman. And then just a few, like my collection of some games here that I have, which is a real small collection of GameCube games, some Saturn games, and then some Dreamcast games. These ones are sealed, so I would imagine they'll be worth $1 or $2. And that's my small Switch collection as well. You can I'll just hold it on there, so you can just go through, have a little look, see anything you like there. Coming down, got a Last of Us water bottle with a artwork book, Last of Us art book there, and a few other figurines there. I won't go through them all. You know what they are. Cool. This is the shelf that holds all my PS2 games, but on top, I've got a couple of collector's edition PS4 consoles. I've got a Black Ops 3 one there, with a Black Ops 3 glass in front of it. A Batman collector's edition console that comes in it's silver. You can see that. Let me just pull this over. Yeah, it's like a silver console, which is awesome. I love that console. I've played on all of these. I've just put them back in their boxes though, because I don't really need to play them anymore. PS4 little water bottle, and then here is all my start of my PS2 games. I won't go through them all, as you can see. I'll show you them as I'm going along, and I'll pan over them slowly. I've run out a bit of room here, so I've stacked them above. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want me to go through this stuff extensively, just leave a comment of which ones you want me to go through, and then I will. Oh, these are cool. It's a Max Payne like Bullet Collector's Edition, and this here, this is cool. Some Max Payne little pins from the first two games. And next to them I have just some PS2 memory cards, just different coloured ones. And down below I've got a couple of Call of Duty controller holders. It's still PS2. This is all PS2. So this whole entire shelf is all dedicated to PS2. I think I've got around just over 500 PS2 games. Maybe a bit more. Yeah. Two games. Now, next shelf. So above there, I've got a Destiny 2 edition console with a Last of Us, the Joel edition for the Survivor Pack, which is quite cool. PS4 Pro, and then here starts off with PS4 at the top, which I'll just scroll through really slowly, and you get the idea. I'll just go slowly just so you can see all the games, and then like I said, you know, if you want me to go through them all more clear. At the end I sort of ran out of room, so I just put all the bigger, you know, the collector's editions and that sort of deal just in the bottom there. My small PS5 collection, which is pretty small. Then I come down to the PS3, which start there and then come around here. Keep going. Down, and then my PS1. We've already been to the PS2 obviously, which is that whole entire shelf next to it. My PS1 isn't too bad. I don't mind my PS1 collection. It's pretty small. And at the end there, these are all like press kit ones where you get from either magazines, or I got them from, you know, from people who used to go to E3 and that sort of thing. And then my PSP collection, which I'm pretty stoked with. I've got quite a lot of PSP games. I love that little handheld. And then at the end, like I said, it's just some extra stuff. Cool. Now, next shelf. At the top here, I've got a Gears of War Xbox 360 Collector's Edition. If you can see it, it's like a red there. In the middle, got a Xbox One Ghost Collection Collector's Edition. And then this one here is quite special. This is a day one original Xbox One. And on the controller it's got day one written on it. Yeah, there you go. You can see that. 2013. So I got given that by Microsoft when I was working at the company I was working at. Oh, tripping on things. And then I'll just go through these things just slowly again. So at the top, as you can see, Xbox One games first. And then below, Xbox 360. Now the reason why I've done this, I split the 360 up a bit because the shelf was a little bit smaller here and I couldn't fit everything on the PlayStation. So I just put some handhelds here. So this is my Vita collection, which I'm really stoked. I've got some heavy hitters in there. My real small DS collection. And then my 3DS collection, which is a little bit bigger. And then 360 carries on down here, which I've got a pretty good 360 library. I'm pretty happy with it. Keeps going. Got a couple of double ups of things, but nothing not too major. And then my 360 goes down to there, and then I start with my original Xbox, which again, I'm real happy with. Like, I've got pretty much most of the games that I really love on the original Xbox. It's one of the ones that I never had when it originally came out. I was always a PlayStation player. I had PS1, PS2, you know. And then it was years later I really got into the original Xbox. And then below it, got a couple of faceplates for 360, which these came from E3 at some point. Next to that, I have a Halo Special Edition, a crystal green one, and below that, my Wii U collection, which I'm really stoked with. I'm happy with the titles I have in there. And then below, just my small Wii collection, nothing too major. Now behind this is, as I was saying, I have all my storage containers, which have all the excess sort of stuff. And my Blu-rays. I used to love collecting Blu-ray movies. Now this wall here is just all my boxes. So all the boxes from all the figurines you saw on the shelf over there. I love that skateboard. I got this deck from a friend of mine in Australia, which is cool. GameCube bag there. A couple of other things there. Let's not go over there just yet though. And then some consoles, as you can see there. The Canadian console online streaming one that didn't really take off, but I've got a brand new one in a box. It's my PS5 box there. This thing here is pretty cool. This is the extra DVD player, which played HD DVDs for the Xbox 360, which is cool. I've gotten a behind. I have an arcade version, the original ones, and then just a bunch of extra sort of stuff. I got a PS3 fatty the back there as well, and I think that's about it. Yeah. Cool. Now this brings us to this little section that was in front of those games behind, as you can see. First off, we have the crystal clear original Xbox, which I absolutely love the look of that. And then we've got some Skylanders stuff, just a bunch of accessories there, some cups. And then next to that, got me a Freddy Krueger. Got this cool Blink-182 pop vinyl, which is from the Enemy of the State era, which I love. This one here is from Arkham Origins, I think it was. This collector's edition, and you turn it on and the TVs all go, but yeah, obviously there's no battery in it at the moment. And then I have my Sega Master System stuff, which I've got some pretty cool games in there. I'm really happy with that. It goes on down there, and then just a real small Mega Drive collection. And then next to that, my pop vinyls. All the ones I really want, all my Last of Us ones. Scarface, my favourite, Tony Montana. And then 80s horror ones, which I love. And that continues around on the back as well. I'll show you. Ezio. Halo ones, Fallout. Some more horror ones there. Yeah. Alright, and then the front here, I've got I don't know, just a Grand Theft Auto shrine. A couple of collector's editions, soundtrack, the Los Santos hat. And then underneath I've got my old school handheld ones in here, so a few more Master System games, a couple of my small collection of N64, which is cool. And that carries on down here, some Japanese Super Famicom, a couple of Atari games in the back there, nothing major again, and then some Super Nintendo games with, I think I've only got 2 NES games. That's okay, they're very expensive. Right, now over here, this is all my retro consoles. Wow, I say retro, there is some PS3 there, there's a PS3 there as well. But yeah, what we got here is you got a white PS3 here, the pink PS2, the Slim. There's a mini PS1. My original PS2 I bought on day one when it first came out. This is cool. This is the PS1 with the Slim, the small PS1 with the screen, which is awesome. This is my very discoloured, but this is my original PS1 I bought day one too. Yeah, seen better days, but it still works, still goes. And then it's just the version of that without the screen. Alright, so we've got the Super Nintendo there, the NES console there, Sega Master System 2, Dreamcast, Mega Drive 2, Saturn, a Genesis down there, and then a Super Famicom from Japan, still wrapped up when I went to Japan and got that. And here is where I'm going to play all those consoles on this little monitor here, which is all hooked up and all ready to go. Got a couple of wheels down there, as you can see. They're, I think one's for a Saturn and the other one's for a Dreamcast. But yeah, so I've got my Xbox 360 here, the S Edition, that's hooked up. Got my N64 at the back there. The last PS3 that they did, the Slim. Got an Atari 7800 there, and then a silver version of the black PS2. And yeah, this is all hooked up, so this is all ready to go. So I can play that at any time, get any of those there. I'll show you where all the stuff is for all those consoles, but here's some other stuff here which I need to put on display at some point. It's my VR, the original, the first one version, a couple of the motion sensors, and then a game in the background there, and a couple of my handhelds. That's just a few. I'll show you more soon. And this is my storage here, where it's got all my accessories and everything all in there, all bagged, so then I can just hook up any of those consoles there to that monitor. Cool. Now this is my main section where I game from, obviously in front of all of this. It's just here. This is my couch that I have, Mario and at the end there, and this is my where I play. This is where my main thing. Got a Wii U down there. It's my controllers with my headset at the back there. Got one of the side goes from Borderlands. Some PlayStation socks. I don't know why I got them up there. But this is where I play. This is where I have my, as you can see here, my Series X, my PS5, and my Switch all there. My Xbox 360 Ottoman, which is like a one-off. It was a giveaway. And then in here, I have my handhelds. Just under here, there I've got my 4 different series of the PSPs. Got a couple of DS's there. Got a Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. Just underneath all these things here, I've got a Game Gear. And yeah, just accessories and stuff like that, which is cool. And I'll finish off on my Scarface mat that I got from Temu, which was supposed to be take up a lounge, and it's literally a bath mat. So that's it. There's my games room. If you guys enjoyed that, and like I said, anything you want me to go through extensively, just let me know in the comments. But thank you for checking out. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next videos. Awesome. Cheers, guys.